Wasajja with a record of 24-1, 7 knockouts. He is top-ranked by the WBA among the challengers. He is living in Denmark in Aalborg. He was born in Uganda near Kampala. Now the champion, Michael Spinks, with a record of 18 wins and no losses, 12 KOs, being introduced right now. He won the championship from Eddie Mustapha Wasajja in July of last year. He defended it successfully against Vonzel Johnson here in Atlantic City. This is his second defense. And he has become Michael Spinks Incorporated. The officials for the fight. Tony Perez is the referee. He does not have a ballot. The judges are Humberto Figueroa of Panama, Cesar Ramos of Puerto Rico, Waldemar Schmidt of Puerto Rico. The ring 20 by 20. The gloves are 8 ounces, and here's the tail of the tape. The edge in age to Spinks by 3 years over Wasajja. The weight is about the same. Wasajja was close to it this morning, but he made it all right. Look at this. Great disparity in height. 6'2 1/2 for Spinks. Very rangy fellow, and roughly a 5-inch edge in the reach going to Michael Spinks, the younger brother of this boxing family, the Spinks family, Leon, of course, being the older. Jersey Joe Walcott is the commissioner of the New Jersey State Athletic Commission, and the fight is on. The first of 15 scheduled rounds, 10-point must scoring system. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. It is in effect. Mandatory 8 count called for, and there will be no saving by the bell. Wasajja comes out as a left-hander. There were stories that he was not a natural left-hander, but he discounts that. He was a member of the Ugandan Olympic boxing team in 1976 and had the African nations not boycotted the Montreal Games, and he had to leave the premises. It could well be that these two could have met for the 165-pound division, middleweight, in the Olympic Games in '76, but it didn't happen. All of Wasajja's fights as a professional have been in Denmark. He started in 1977, and it may well be that his 2 most important victories were over Americans, Jesse Burnett and Jerry Celestine. A quick left jab by Michael Spinks, going over the right hand of Wasajja, and it was a sharp one. Hogan's Pally, a wicked hook by Spinks, is the manager of the Ugandan, turned Dane. Gord Krogh is the trainer. Spinks sensing that he might have hurt Wasajja a little bit with that left hook. Went for him big and couldn't get him as he covered well on the ropes. Left to the body by Wasajja. He missed with the right hand.
All right, break out. Break it out.
I think it is evident early that Wasajja has had most of his fights in Europe because he is a reasonably conservative boxer, likes to point his man, and tries to work in combinations. The big weapon in Michael Spinks' arsenal, of course, what he calls the Spinks jinx, the overhand right. That goes back to the gold medal bout for him, and he's been using it very effectively ever since. It was the overhand right that caused Eddie Mustapha Wasajja his greatest damage in that title fight. Both men reasonably composed and efficient in round number 1, the first of a scheduled 15. Round 2 of the scheduled 15-rounder for the WBA light heavyweight championship of the world. Michael Spinks defending against Mustapha Wasajja of Denmark. Nelson Bryson, the trainer of Michael Spinks. Percy Richardson working in the corner. Slim Robinson is there. Eddie Futch would normally be there, but Eddie Futch is busy today with Alex Arguello. Spinks is yet to try the right. Both men still looking, still probing. Well covered there by Wasajja on the combination by Spinks. As we come up to the halfway point of the round, Wasajja trying to force Spinks into the ropes. We'll alert our stations along the way that we will take a station break at the end of this round.
All right, Frank, step back to him. That's it, good.
In watching the first few minutes of the pattern of Wasajja, I definitely have the feeling he may be subject to Spinks' right hand when Michael decides to let it go. Wasajja's so far not proven to be much of a dancer. He's staring right in front of Spinks. Does move well. Hard right to the body by Spinks. We'll be back with more of the WBA World Light Heavyweight Championship fight after this word from our local stations. Round number 3 of this WBA Light Heavyweight Championship bout. The champion, Michael Spinks, on the right, wearing the white trunks with the black. And also in white trunks with blue trim, now on the right, Wasajja. Mustapha Wasajja. 24-0-1, Spinks 18-0. And Spinks found him with the left and the right that time. To the body. That's the second solid body shot that Spinks has landed in the fight so far. We are in round 3 at the Playboy Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey. There's the first big right hand. Spinks loaded it up, and he missed with it. Pinning Wasajja on the ropes, but he escapes. Spinks pounding on the body with the right hand. Now the pace of the fight belongs to Michael. The left hand by Wasajja got the side of Spinks' face. No apparent damage. To go. Half a minute. Wasajja grim in his determination. Still staying right in front of the champion. End of round 3. We go to round 4. Scheduled for 15 for the WBA Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. Michael Spinks, the champion, making his second defense against Mustapha Wasajja, who is making his first professional appearance outside Denmark. Spinks is most effective in that third round to the body, particularly to the body, and beginning to take control of the pace of the fight. The history on Wasajja as he comes with a body attack and lands the right hard. Not known for putting people away. He did knock out Bob Foster in the 5th round of their fight, but it was late in Bob's career, and that was the fight that, as much as anything, got Wasajja enough attention to get him ranked among the light heavyweights in the world. Left hand scores for Michael Spinks. A momentary blink by Wasajja. But he keeps coming in. He's a brave fellow. 2 right hands by Spinks. First one better than the second. I don't mean to suggest to you that Spinks' only weapon is the right hand. Because some of you might remember that he knocked out Marvin Johnson with the left hook. On his way to the title championship, he doubles up to the body and the head, that time with the left. Incidentally, Alex Arguello won his fight against Bubba Bassimi today down in Beaumont, Texas, knocked him out in the 6th round. That's why Eddie Futch is not in Spinks' corner. He was down working with the Arguello camp. I'd say the Spinks family is here. Spinks starting to score now. Heavily against Wasajja. But he fights back out of his corner. Spinks comes with the overhand right, and he hurt him. Wasajja is hurt. The right hand really hurt him. He's now giving ground. Spinks has got him backing up. Another overhand right. Those 2 missed. The left is in there for Spinks. Wasajja a little puffy around the left eye. The right hand scores again for Spinks. Short right as we come to the closing seconds of round number 4. Spinks' best round of the fight. He hurt Wasajja. He may well have started the pain on the Dane with that left hook as he went to the body with the left, brought it to the head, and then he scored with an overhand right, and it visibly shook Wasajja. And from that point on, Spinks pummeled him rather severely in the last minute of the round. But again, I'll re-emphasize the point I made a moment ago that this fellow Wasajja does have courage. He was backing up, and then he planted his feet and held his ground, forcing Spinks to miss in the final seconds of the round. There's the right hand that visibly jarred Wasajja. He started to back up from that point on, but testing himself and showing himself, he planted an exchange at the close of the round. Here we go to round number 5.
To the jab in there first. To the jab.
Story out today that Butch Lewis, who has a promotional contract with Spinks, has offered Mike Weaver $1 million+ for a chance at the WBA Heavyweight Championship. Mike Weaver has been relatively inactive. There's been no response, according to Lewis, on his offer to Weaver. But I think that Michael Spinks is reflecting some of the frustration that historically has gone with this division. You just never get the big money. You never get the publicity. You never get the attention that goes with being a heavyweight. And I think that's already surfacing in Michael's case. Wasajja escaped most of that. He was caught on the side of the head by a glancing left. But the big right by Michael Spinks missed. The trainer, Krogh, said they would like very much to frustrate Michael Spinks, slip and slide and work, and test his limits of frustration. Murray Sutherland, the 4th-ranked light heavyweight, won in one of the preliminary bouts here in a decisive showing. He stopped Chris Wells with a TKO in the first round. Sutherland looked pretty sharp. He might be in line for a title opportunity. Overhand right catches Wasajja on the side of the head. But he's still moving pretty well. We pass the 52nd mark now to go in round number 5. The pace still belongs to Spinks. He took it in the 3rd round. The left hand on the jaw. The right hand flush on the face. That one missed. The left hand scores at the end of round 5 for Spinks. WBA light heavyweight championship fight. Michael Spinks on the right of your picture in the white trunks, the striped socks, black and white stripes running round the leg. Mustapha Wasajja, Ugandan, now living in Denmark, the challenger. First appearance. First time anybody around here has seen him. First time anybody in Michael Spinks' corner has seen him. No one can doubt his courage, but Spinks has punished him some already. I thought in the 3rd round when Michael Spinks had him backing up with good work to the body, and then in the 4th round he really hurt him, had him backing up, but Wasajja planted himself, took the punishment and hung in. He does not have a history of the big punch. Spinks like that. Right hand just missed. It caught the side of the head. It was not quite as flush as he needed it. Going digging the left of the body with power. Another wicked left to the body by Spinks. Those left hooks missed. Did catch the arm, and in time that could have a wearying effect. The right hand, Wasajja's in trouble. The left hook catches him flush. Another left, and Tony Perez steps in and stops it at 1:22 to go in round number 6. Spinks exploding the left hook, going deep to the body with it, brought the right across, and then came back with a series of left hooks. And Tony Perez, the referee, stepped instantly in to stop it, and the fight is over. Michael Spinks has defended the WBA light heavyweight championship of the world for a 2nd time successfully. The TKO coming at 1:36 of the 6th round. Another look at Wasajja as he sags into the ropes. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4 left hands, and that was it. So Wasajja being attended to in the neutral corner as he sits down on the canvas. Or Krogh, Logan's Tale there, attending to him with the doctors to make sure he's all right. There are 2 doctors and a neurologist in attendance. And Michael Spinks not really tested at all in the fight by Wasajja. retains his world championship with a devastating attack at 136 of the 6th round. We'll be back to talk with Michael Spinks. All right, let's meet the champion, the man who has defended his WBA light heavyweight championship for a second successive time, Michael Spinks. Michael, congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Did not seem to me the man was able to generate any pressure at all on you.
Well, somewhat. He was a little confusing for me at first. I figured I'd just take my time and wait till he slowed down a little bit, and then I'll go to work then. I figured my punches would get in about then, because he was expecting a lot of things out of me.
We were visiting with your people, and obviously the story was told in full today that you're interested in challenging Mike Weaver, moving up into the heavyweight ranks.
Yes, I am. I really am. I'm thinking seriously about it. Going up to the heavyweights and challenge Mike Weaver. If so, not Weaver, I'll try Cooney if I possibly can, if I can pick up a little more weight. But I plan to, I'm thinking about it very seriously.
Well, you're a tall, rangy fella. You're 6'2". You could probably carry a couple of 100 pounds.
Right. Dynamite defense. I'm knocking fairly well. Punching power. I won't brag about that, but...
All right, let's talk about punching power now as you watch the knockout, the stopping of the fight.
Yes, that was that right. Spinks jinx. I missed him with the follow-up left hook, but he was there. He was starry-eyed. He couldn't see nothing, but he was still expecting things out of me. Left hook caught him. Once again, I tipped him with it. Then I just wound it up that time. I didn't want to just continue pounding him like that, but hey, the ref wasn't there.
He's all right. He's
it's good. He's fine. I think I just knocked him a little silly. But I
thank
God for the victory.
I don't know what all this talking is about the right hand being your primary weapon. Looks to me like that left hook isn't so bad. You took Marvin Johnson out with it. You did a pretty good tap dance on this fella with it.
Yeah, well, they all looking for the right hand, so I works on the left hook, and it seemed to be surprising all of them.
Okay, Michael. Continue. Good luck.
Hello to everybody all over the world, mainly my hometown, St. Louis. Grossingus, upstate Albany, everywhere.
Michael Spinks winning at 136 TKO.